How much does farmers insurance pay for pain and suffering? Farmers insurance, like most insurance companies, typically pays for pain and suffering as part of a personal injury claim if the policyholder has been involved in an accident that caused physical injury. However, the amount that farmers pays for pain and suffering can vary greatly depending on several factors, including the severity of the injury, the circumstances of the accident, and the state's laws regarding personal injury claims. Below are the main factors that influence how much farmers insurance may pay for pain and suffering. 1. Severity of the injury. The extent of the physical injury plays a major role in determining how much compensation for pain and suffering you may receive. For more serious injuries such as broken bones, permanent disabilities, or traumatic brain injuries, you are likely to receive a higher settlement than for minor injuries like soft tissue damage or whiplash. Second, insurance policy limits. The amount farmers insurance will pay for pain and suffering is also influenced by the policy limits of the liable party's insurance. If the at-fault driver has a higher policy limit, there may be more money available for pain and suffering claims. If you are filing a claim through your own insurance, for example, if you have uninsured motorist coverage, the same policy limits apply. Third, state laws and regulations. Different states have varying laws on how pain and suffering damages are calculated and capped. Some states have damage caps, which limit how much you can recover for pain and suffering. In other states, the amount may be determined through multiplier methods, where the economic damages, such as medical expenses and lost wages, are multiplied by a factor ranging from 1.5 to 5, depending on the severity of the injury. Fourth, negotiation and settlement. Pain and suffering damages are subjective and typically require negotiation. Insurance companies, including farmers, will assess the injury and its impact on the claimant's life and then use that information to determine an appropriate settlement. Farmers may offer a settlement based on the severity of your injuries, but it may not cover all of your pain and suffering if the offer is considered low. In some cases, you may need to negotiate with farmers or take legal action to ensure you receive fair compensation. Fifth, medical documentation and evidence. The amount of pain and suffering compensation will depend on the quality of the medical documentation and other evidence supporting your claim. The more detailed your medical records and testimony from healthcare providers, the higher the chances of securing a favorable settlement. This can include records of treatments, physical therapy, and any mental health impacts, such as anxiety or depression, caused by the injury. 6. Settlements and court awards. Farmers insurance may offer a settlement for pain and suffering, which typically falls within the range of $2,000 to $20,000 for less severe injuries. For more severe or long-term injuries, the amount could be much higher. However, if you go to court and a judge or jury rules in your favor, you may be awarded a higher amount depending on the case specifics. Farmers insurance does not have a set payment for pain and suffering, as it depends on the unique circumstances of each claim. It's important to gather strong evidence of your injuries and seek legal assistance if necessary to ensure you are fairly compensated. To get the most competitive quote on insurance in your area, simply click on the link in the description below.